I've always worked very hard on my physical fitness, but I'm realizing that I need to put as much work in for my brain as I do for my body.
In het eerste seizoen van Limitless dwong Chris Hemsworth zijn lichaam niet alleen tot extreme uitdagingen, hij ontdekte ook allerlei inzichten over zichzelf. Uit een genetische test bleek dat Chris een hoog risico liep op Alzheimer. Een ontdekking die hem tot in zijn diepste wezen schokte. De serie werd meer dan alleen gewaagde stunts. Het was een ware reis naar gezondheid en het confronteren van het onbekende. Genoeg redenen om een tweede seizoen te maken.
Well, I finished the first season and I thought I'd never do another one just because it almost killed me and it was exhausting and confronting and you know, the fair amount of sort of, I felt proud by the end of it, but I was like, that's a box check. When the response of the audience was such, there was positivity, and whether it was, you know, kids, mates at my children's school or their parents or grandparents, they were talking about how they'd received something from it and adjusted something in their daily life that would help them on their health and wellness journey. I thought, oh, well, this is an opportunity to put something good into the world. And these 3 episodes and these topics came up, and we looked into the science around it, and they identified sort of where there was a personal attachment to it, so we felt a bit more grounded. I wasn't just a guinea pig like the first season. And then off we went, and it sort of takes on a life of its own in the documentary space anyway. You know, you can have a scripted film, which is you follow a format. Shooting a documentary is you kind of, you know, you put the pieces together and assemble them, and then off it goes, and it does sort of, you have to be willing to sort of go with it and roll with it, and that's what this experience was.
I'm diving headfirst into cutting-edge science to uncover 3 secrets to living better. We got a lot of work to do.
De serie is voor Chris meer dan een aaneenschakeling van uitdagingen.
In my journey, just the idea of, you know, removal of comfort, getting outside of what's familiar in your comfort zone, and facing any sort of adversity or challenge, whether it be jumping in an ice bath or going for a swim in the Arctic or a hot sauna or a really hard training session or climbing a mountain or whatever it be. It's all a personal experience, but that, you know, pushing through the barriers of again, what's familiar and fearful, on the other side of that, it often a hell of a lot of lessons and growth.
One of the best ways to boost your brain is to learn a new skill.
You should learn the drums to play a song with me on my stadium tour.
Oh, God, okay.
I think this actually might be the most difficult thing you do.
Niet alle adrenaline komt van ijskoude oceanen of duizelingwekkende beklimmingen. Hij stond ook met Ed Sheeran op een podium, drummend in een stadion vol duizenden fans.
It was a kind of out-of-body experience, you know. It was equally as terrifying as it was exhilarating, and a lot of nerves and anxiety leading up to it. A vivid sort of imagination around all the ways it could go wrong. But once it sort of kicked and I was on time, that first sort of beat, off I went, and it was like I was just sort of sailing along with the crowd, and in unison with 70,000 people. It was a pretty special experience, yeah.
Als je inspiratie zoekt om je grenzen te verleggen, dan is het tweede seizoen van Limitless zeker de moeite van het kijken waard.
The growth that occurs through any challenging experience is quite powerful. Yeah, it's really what we see.
Keep going, Chris. You can do this. Look at me. Look at my eyes. Say Jenga. It's not even that bad. I'm fine.